The Republican candidate has now attracted a truly remarkable, surprising, and stellar group of compatriots around him, all highly accomplished and formidable figures, each with their own marked eccentricities. This is also not something that is likely to occur when someone pathologically narcissistic is running the show. That group includes Elon Musk, Tony Stark, genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, Robert F. Kennedy, charismatic, eccentric, and intimidating, Tulsi Gabbard, who is in truth everything that Kamala Harris plays at being, Vivek Ramaswamy, smart, self-promoting, creative, witty, articulate, young, entrepreneurial, and fast on his feet, as well as JD Vance, the hillbilly, who pulled himself out of the Appalachians by his bootstraps, and who would, in sane times, be a veritable poster boy for the hypothetically support the poor and working class left. I have been joking to myself and some others in my circle that the X-Men have now arrived, in reality, to rescue the Republic. This is a transformation that has not yet been fully noted, even by the Trump campaign itself, despite its truly and surreally revolutionary nature. First and foremost among these new supporters and colleagues of the former president is Elon Musk. He truly is, and so comically, an X-Man, as is starkly evidenced by the new name of the controversial social media platform he now owns and was once known as Twitter. He has been struggling to build X, the everything platform, for decades with that particular moniker in his mind the whole time. The X-Men, like the Avengers, was a group of misfit mutants who came together to save the normies from the various monsters of the world. It is frequently the case that life imitates art, and there were perhaps real reasons stirring in the collective unconscious of the West, inclining us to look toward the eccentric and supernormal for our salvation. Fiction meets reality in the strangest of ways. In any case, Trump is now playing Charles Xavier to a strange group of mutants. Or if the similar metaphor of the Avengers is more attractive conceptually, Captain America to the gods and superheroes. Let us assess this group of remarkable people psychologically, one by one. I am in fact in a better position to do just that with them than I was in the case of Trump, as I have personally met Musk and the other group members several times, with the exception of VP candidate Vance, with whom a podcast is currently being scheduled. Let's begin our analysis with Mr. Elon Musk, the Tony Stark billionaire, although, importantly, without the arms dealing. Before diving in, however, one final important fact should be noted, pertaining to the former president. The Donald is evidently willing to share the spotlight with Musk and, apparently, to listen to what the eccentric but stunningly capable and clearly genius-level intellect former South African has to say. A cynic might opine that the former president is merely capitalizing on the additional attention his dalliance with Musk might bring him. I would object, however, as a clinician, on twin grounds. First, if Trump truly were narcissistic, Musk might be the last person with whom he would dally. The latter, Musk, rivals or exceeds him in fame and power, and definitely surpasses him in sheer genius. That is not a situation that a truly self-centered and power-mad dictator in waiting is likely to appreciate. Second, with regard to garnering attention, the genuine narcissist is someone unlikely to believe that anyone else is likely to bring anything of value to the table, not already in display in consequence of their own boundless and singular specialness. Do I have any reservations, having said all this, about the new Trump X-Men team? Of course. First, it is a dreadfully creative consortium, and it is not at all obvious that under normal conditions, Creative brilliance is the first thing to want in political leaders, who should mostly play an administrative role under normal conditions. However, the current situation in the US and abroad is not normal, and something out of the box may well be necessary in consequence. So I think the risk worth taking. Second, any one of the strange and powerful mutant or superhero personalities that have gathered themselves around Trump, as well as the Donald himself, could go seriously wrong. They are all strong-willed, charismatic, terribly able people, all of whom appear more than capable of pushing their way forward, even when in error, and to hell with the consequences. Such is the proclivity of genuine movers and shakers. However, this is much more likely to happen in isolation. The six of them together, Trump, Musk, Kennedy, Gabbard, Ramaswamy, and Vance, should be able to keep every single member in check. And that bodes well for the creativity, productivity, and stability of the future Trump X-Men team administration. And wouldn't it be a relief to Donald J., who is starting to be an older man, to have some people around him he could admire and who could really help him and who respect and listen to him and who could necessarily and voluntarily bear some of what is obviously just too much responsibility and possibility for one man. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, wouldn't it be insanely interesting? Wouldn't it be, in a word, fun? Wouldn't all you daring and oh-so-cinema-obsessed theatrical Americans love to have the adventure that such a mutant group of strange personalities running the show would offer for the next 4 years or longer? Trump, Musk, Kennedy, Gabbard, Ramaswamy, Vance? That's a dream team by the standards of anyone looking for a wild and compelling show. God only knows what, with that same God's help, they could accomplish. Every single one of those people is remarkable in their own right. Every one a person whom it has been a privilege to watch, hear, and to some degree get to know. It is for such reasons, for what it is worth, that I hereby and wholeheartedly endorse the Trump X-Men team. I truly can't imagine anything more exciting and absurd than their ascendance. Any possible political event more preposterous and compelling. Any future I could look forward to with more on the edge of my seat excitement. That's a great and amazing opportunity.